When you think about animes with long titles, most people would say Full Dive or The World's Finest Assassin. Well, released in January 2023, we got something from MAPPA, known as Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill. Although I'm not too sure if it was on everyone else's radar, but for me and the few, I thought it was pretty good. So welcome to Honest Korea Reviews, where I tell you what I like, dislike, and everything in between. After, I give it a rating based on my personal opinion, and also a big spoiler to the clips and things I talk about in the video. Okay, let's start with a brief summary. It's about a Japanese man named Mukoda who's transported into another world. Then, for the next 12 episodes, he uses his cooking skills while traveling with a legendary wolf and a slime. Simple enough, am I right? First off, the thing that makes this anime stand out to me is that it doesn't have many holes to nitpick. Sure, you could probably find some if you really tried, but the show is so detailed and linear that it's hard to focus on any significant issues. I can definitely say the consistency in the animation quality and the story pacing is impressive. Even though there isn't too much connection between the episode, each one wraps up really nicely with small but satisfying progressions. I pretty much smiled through every episode that I watched, enjoying the moments and interactions between Sui the Slime, Fenrir the Wolf, and of course Mukoda. I love how it felt like watching a comfy, cozy slice of life anime, without all the drama, of course. The animation is solid. I was expecting something a little more rustic to match the theme of campfire cooking, but the style is brighter and more polished than I anticipated. When I think of campfire cooking, I imagine something more like Yuru Camp, when they're cooking hot dogs over a campfire, not whipping out some Wagyu steak. But still, the food looks super appetizing that makes you want to join in on the meal. Yummy! Speaking of food, this is where the anime shines. Food animes always know how to make the dishes look mouth-watering. From today's Food for the Emiya Family to Shogeki no Soma, campfire cooking also makes you want to savor the food right along with the characters. Look at this. Tell me you don't want to eat that. Bruh. Okay, now the one big thing I do have to criticize is that the show is extremely formulaic with super low stakes. There is training involved and a few battles, but there really isn't any huge conflicts, and therefore not much to anticipate or not to get excited for. Only thing that's really intriguing is what Mukoda is going to cook next. That's the reason I can understand why some people might find it extremely generic and boring. Even though the MC is a coward and really weak, Fenrir and Sui are like god-tier Dark Soul bosses that can one-shot anything. As such, there's absolutely zero tension. Luckily, this is kind of like a double-edged sword, since this might be the only thing that was worth criticizing about. Okay, next let's dive into everything in between. The music was good, but not outstanding. I think specifically the voice actor for Sui-chan was amazing. Oh my god, you're so fucking cute! I love the little rip-off brands that they used in the show, and I think it would have been cool if the MC explored more cooking of other world cuisines. While he is limited by his Japanese background and his own knowledge, the director and the story writers have the ability to get more creative to include more exotic food into the story naturally. Perhaps in future episodes, you can show Mukoda making some adobo, churros, xiaolongbao, Chicago deep dish pizza, Vietnamese pho. Okay, just put in everything. Everything. Make it look good. Done. Maybe he could even learn to cook dishes unique to this new world. To sum it all up, for campfire cooking, I'm going to give it a nice 7.8. While it's not a groundbreaking series, Campfire Cooking in Another World has a lot of potential and does everything it sets out to do well. MAPPA has done a good job with this isekai, and if there's enough popularity, maybe we'll get a season 2. It's both safe and cozy, without being too bland. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you all next time. See ya!